Sometimes we just need a little reminder that real change doesn't happen overnight. It comes from the small things we do every day. That's exactly why we're here today, talking about one of the most impactful books ever written on personal growth, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. Now, whether you're someone looking to build stronger relationships, lead a team more confidently, or simply feel more in control of your life, this book speaks to you. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People isn't just another motivational read, it's a practical blueprint for real, lasting effectiveness. Covey focuses on growing from the inside out, reminding us that private victories must come before public victories. The heart of the book is about character ethics, developing the kind of habits that shape who we truly are, not just what we pretend to be. Let's get into it together. It all starts with Habit 1. Be proactive. Covey shows us that highly effective people take charge of their lives. Instead of reacting to events and circumstances, they recognize they have the freedom to choose their responses. We aren't victims of the world around us, we are agents of change. Think of it this way, you can't always control what happens, but you can always control how you react. Like when a colleague criticizes your work unfairly. Instead of lashing out or stewing in resentment, you could choose to respond with calmness and professionalism. That's being proactive. It's a game changer. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind, teaches us the importance of having a clear vision. If you don't know where you're headed, how can you expect to get there? Covey encourages us to picture what we want people to say about us at our retirement party. What values do we want to be remembered for? When you know your deeper purpose, your daily actions naturally align with it. It's like setting a GPS for your life. You make better choices because you know your true destination. Now on to Habit 3. Put first things first. This habit is all about priorities. We often confuse what's urgent with what's important. Highly effective people organize their lives around what matters most, not just what demands their immediate attention. Imagine choosing to spend an hour planning your long-term goals instead of mindlessly scrolling through emails all evening. That simple shift builds the future you actually want. As Covey says, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. With the first 3 habits, Covey talks about moving from dependence to independence. Once we've built that foundation, it's time to move from independence to interdependence, how we work with others effectively. Habit 4. Think win-win challenges us to reject the idea that for one person to win, another must lose. Instead, effective people look for solutions where everyone can benefit. It's about fostering respect, trust, and collaboration. Picture 2 business partners negotiating a deal. Instead of fighting over percentages, they brainstorm ways to expand the pie so both gain more. That's the win-win mindset. It turns relationships into real partnerships, not rivalries. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood is a powerful one. How often do we listen just to reply, not to understand? Covey stresses that listening with the intent to truly understand is the foundation of genuine connection. It's not just about nodding politely. It's about setting aside our own agendas. Think about a friend going through a tough time. Instead of jumping in with advice, what if you just listened, fully present? That act of understanding can heal wounds, build bridges, and create real trust. Habit 6. Synergize is about creative cooperation. When we bring different perspectives together, respecting differences instead of fighting them, we create outcomes far better than we could achieve alone. Synergy is about celebrating diversity. In real life, think about a team with different backgrounds working on a project. When they listen and blend their strengths, the result is often something none of them could have produced solo. That's the magic of synergy. Finally, Habit 7. Sharpen the saw reminds us that we need to take care of ourselves to remain effective. It's about regular renewal of body, mind, heart, and spirit. Covey suggests activities like exercising, reading, meditating, and building relationships. If you neglect your own well-being, you'll eventually burn out. A great example is someone like Oprah Winfrey, who openly talks about setting aside time for learning, health, and personal growth even in the middle of a busy career. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. One powerful quote from Covey that sticks with many readers is, "I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions." It's a bold reminder that we hold more power than we sometimes believe. Life doesn't just happen to us, we shape it. A real-world example that brings these habits to life is Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks. When Schultz took over Starbucks, he wasn't just trying to sell coffee. He wanted to create a place where employees felt valued and customers felt a sense of belonging. He used habit by envisioning what Starbucks could stand for. He built win-win relationships with employees by offering benefits that were unheard of in the service industry. And he constantly sharpened the saw, learning, innovating, and nurturing himself and the brand along the way. Today, Starbucks isn't just a coffee shop, it's a community. Schultz didn't stumble onto that success by accident. He lived the habits. So to wrap it all up, be proactive by choosing your response. Begin with the end in mind by setting a vision. Put first things first by focusing on what truly matters. Think win-win to build relationships. Seek first to understand, then to be understood to create trust. Synergize to unlock creative teamwork. And sharpen the saw to keep yourself strong and resilient. If there's one simple action you can start today, it's this. Pick just one habit that resonated with you most and commit to practicing it intentionally for the next week. Real transformation isn't about doing everything at once. It's about taking one step forward consistently.